أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر صدق الله العظيم. The surah that I just recited to you is the shortest surah in the Quran. It is known as Surat ul-Kauthar. This particular surah, the background of the surah is immense, and inshallah we will discuss that. It is considered a Madani surah by the Jamhur, but some also consider it a Makki surah. The surah has 1 ruku, 3 ayat and 42 letters. It's the smallest surah of the Quran, but it confers the greatest and the richest and the highest divine honors upon our beloved Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The surah first describes the divine assurance and the abundance conferred upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The second verse asks Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to continue his sincere prayers, which is so dear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that his sacrifices are divinely rewarded. The third verse indicates the end state of his enemies and those who insulted him, those who hated him, and those who were merciless towards him, and how their state at the end will be of nothingness even to this day. The background of this surah, after extreme difficulty, a time upon which the Prophet ﷺ had buried all of his sons. He lost his beloved wife, who he loved dearly, Hazrat Khudayja radiallahu ta'ala anha, and his uncle who protected him, Hazrat Abu Talib. And in his time, when his family turned against him, then there were the insults of those who started calling him with names as the one who has been cut off from his descendants, as the one who doesn't have any descendants. The Shan al-Nuzul of this particular surah is when the Prophet ﷺ lost his beloved son Qasim, who lived up to about 2 years, almost 2 years. His enemies started to insult him and call him Abtar, na'udhu billah min dhalik. And now we will see the state that they are in and who was the true Abtar in this case. And there is no remembrance of such people. Their fame has dissipated and Allah has exposed their lies. So beginning with this surah, Inna a'tainaka al-Kauthar, O beloved Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, surely we have bestowed upon you abundance of good. Kauthar has been translated as abundance of good. Inna is used in Arabic to say undoubtedly, surely, sincerely. A'tainaka. The root of this is Ain, Ta and Waw. A'ta, yu'ati, i'ta. A'ta means to give, to present something, to bestow something, to gift something. On the other hand, ata, ya'atu, atwan means to take something. A'tayna, we gave, we bestowed, we gifted. A'taynaka, we have bestowed upon you, we have gifted upon you. Al-Kauthar, abundance. Now, I want to explain the meaning of abundance and what does that mean. What is Al-Kauthar? And is Al-Kauthar just the hawd of our beloved Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam, or it is something beyond that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is revealing to his beloved Prophet Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam? In the tafsir of this ayat, it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam abundance in virtue and raised him above all of creation. So let's see some of the characteristics, some of the attributes of our beloved Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam that makes him raise above the rest of creation. The Prophet ﷺ was gifted with abundance beauty, inner and outer beauty. Inner beauty meaning his character. He had the most beautiful character and his countenance was the most beautiful. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. This is an ayat from the Quran, and it testifies that certainly in the Prophet ﷺ that you will find the most beautiful character. The Prophet ﷺ was also bestowed with the purest of lineage. There is no time in the world in which the prayer is not happening on the earth. When it is Fajr in one place, it is Zohar in another place. When it is Zohar in another place, it is Asr, and so forth. So there is no time, as the sun rises and sets, there is no time in the world where the prayer is not being performed. And in every prayer, we say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. O Allah, send your blessings upon the beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and upon his family. So the purest of lineage has been praised in our salat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has showed us how we should pray the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our salat. And so the purest of lineage. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has also, we can see from his family that he has the Sayyid, the family of the Prophet ﷺ is known as the Sayyid family, and the Sayyid family are those who is considered the best family because of our beloved Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In one hadith, it is related that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in a sort of a debate with I believe it was a Jewish scholar who came to the Prophet ﷺ. And in that debate, the Prophet ﷺ first called Hazrat Hassan wa Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhuma and his beloved daughter Hazrat Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha. And at the same time, Hazrat Ali karamallahu wajhu came by, and what he did was he wrapped them all in his blessed cloak, and he said that you are the 5 pure ones. And in Farsi this is called Panchtan Pak, those who are the 5 pure bodies, including the Prophet ﷺ. So the purest of lineage, the purest of family is the family of our beloved Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam, another gift that was bestowed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.